We head to China now, where the National People's Congress is underway in Beijing. It's a week-long meeting attended by thousands of delegates from around the country. At the opening session yesterday, leaders responded to new U.S. tariffs with defiance and confidence. The Chinese premier announced a 5% GDP growth target for 2025. And earlier this week, President Xi Jinping said China would be hitting the U.S. with its own retaliatory tariffs. CBS News foreign correspondent Anna Coren reports from Beijing.
With the National People's Congress continuing here in Beijing, the US-China trade war continues to dominate headlines, with many analysts wondering where these tensions are heading. Well, earlier this week, China refused to back down after issuing retaliatory tariffs on US agriculture. Well, that was in response to the now 20% blanket tariffs that President Trump has placed on all Chinese imports going into the US. In an escalation of the war of words, both the US and China have made it clear they are prepared for a war, with Defence Secretary Pete Hegseth weighing in. But today, China responded with a more measured response. Quote, whether it's a tariff war or a trade war, whether it's a cold war or a hot war, it should not be fought and cannot be won. Well, yesterday, President Xi attended the opening of the NPC and watched as his deputy, Premier Li Qiang, delivered his economic address. The Premier announced an ambitious GDP growth target of around 5%, committed more fiscal resources to stimulate the economy, where youth unemployment, lack of consumer spending and the fallout from the property crisis remain central issues. But despite laying out the economic challenges facing the country, the Premier insisted the outlook for China's economy was strong. In his address, he also announced an increase in defence spending of 7.2%. That's the same as the past 2 years. The government defending that move, saying it was a necessity to, quote, firmly safeguard national security. Well, tomorrow, China's Foreign Ministry, Wang Yi, will hold a press conference here in Beijing, where escalating tensions with the US will no doubt be top of the agenda. Back to you.
All right, Anna, thank you. Let's bring in Emily Feng now to talk more about this. She's an international correspondent with NPR. If you listen long enough, you'll surely recognize her voice. Emily, good morning. Great to have you with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
We know that China says it will invest more in developing AI so it can create more breakthroughs, increase self-reliance. Is that really the key for success in the tech industry for China? And can it really do it alone?
That type of success, yeah. If you look at the kind of fiscal stimulus they've announced, it's not very big. They're basically going to do what they were doing before. What they're really counting on are huge technological breakthroughs like DeepSeek AI, like cutting-edge technologies, semiconductor development to drive the next 5 years of growth. And so that's why you see China basically holding back the reins of stimulus, not boosting consumption, because they're putting all their money and a lot of their hopes in cutting-edge technology.
It's really interesting. And we know that tomorrow, China's top diplomat will take questions on foreign policy. What are you expecting to hear from that, especially as it relates to ongoing tensions with Taiwan and the ongoing war in Ukraine?
If I were China, I would signal restraint. Basically, we're hearing a lot of strong rhetoric from the US right now. What China needs to do is to sit back and let the US do the talking. They don't want to say anything that will get them in trouble. China's going to continue presenting itself as what they say as a neutral player on the world stage. They're going to say they didn't start this trade war, these trade tensions with the US, that they're a neutral player on issues like Israel, Gaza, Russia, Ukraine, but don't expect China to be throwing any bombs at these press conferences. They've gotten increasingly controlled over the years, and they're really going to be very, very careful about trying not to start any kind of rhetoric.
Very interesting. Emily Feng, we appreciate your insight joining us from Washington. Thank you.